Have to make sure all the bits of food are out my beard. The amount of videos I've made where you can see fluff in my beard or bloody food or anything, dandruff, it's horrible. I didn't notice until just after it's done. Anyway, here we go. It's been a while, eh? I've not done a video for a good long time. Mostly because I can't be arsed. Mostly because, you know, kids, grandkids, life. By the time it gets to the end of the night, I can't be arsed sitting in front of a phone going, hey, I've got toys. So the reason I'm doing this video is we went to, like I said, Truckfest 2023 up in Edinburgh. Not particularly my cup of tea, but it was a lovely family day out. The kids loved it and all that kind of stuff. And afterwards the wife says, you know what, you've been a really good boy recently. Do you fancy going to the local Smiths, which was like 5 miles that way from the event? And we went, and I looked on the shelf, nothing was taking my fancy. I'm very much the type of collector right now where I only buy what I really want. And there wasn't that much there. I was kind of swithering on that Gamer Edition Bumblebee, because I watched Border Dude's review, and it was, you know, it's good. But I thought, what's it going to sit with on my shelf? It's just going to be, I'm not going to get the rest of them. I'm not going to, maybe Grimlock, maybe if they did the Fall of Cybertron Prime, I'd do that. I've got the original, but I might get that. But I thought, you know, it's not going to really sit anywhere in my collection. And I've got a million Bumblebees, so I didn't need them. Walking out, went to the reduction table at the front of Smith's where they've got all the crap. And there was tons. There was, I got Elita 1, Legacy Elita 1. I got Skullgrin, who is quite cool. It's a unique toy. I've opened them this morning and had a wee fiddle, a bit loose and a bit like QC could be better. But you know what, I paid nothing for them. So basically I got Elita 1, I got Skullgrin, and I got PointBlank, and I've been calling him Point Break loud for some reason. I got PointBlank, and for a tenner each, so 30 quid, 3 toys, can't really go wrong. Except this guy, is, do you know what, the quality's been really good recently. I've got so many Earthrise and Legacy toys in front of me right now that are just like, If I'd paid any more than a tenner for this dude, I'd have been really pissed off. I love the original, love it. I mean, this, to me, shall I talk about why I don't like him first? I'll talk about why I do like him. I like him because he very much is representative of the original. And I love his colour scheme, I love his look. He very much kept the original feel of Point Break, Point Blank. Why do I call it? If I call him Point Break, don't point out in comments. I've not done a video in like 9 years, and it's kind of, and again I'm doing this off the cuff, as you can tell with the waffling. Yeah. So anyway, you know, he's nice. Who can I compare him to? Well, let's go with tons of robots to choose from, and not one I can choose. Here we go. That's how he scales with. Can you get him? That's how he scales with Cosmos. So you can see he's like deluxe sized. My seat just went down. So the first thing is his head. It seems to be on a ball joint, but any attempts to move it means he pops out of position. And so I can swivel it left to right, it's quite stiff, but any sort of engaging it up and down to try and make it look up and down, and that happens. So he does click it at the back. There's 2 pegs that the head clicks into there, see them? 1 and 2. But when I align them properly and click them into place, it just happens. I'm really conscious that I'm looking at myself rather than the camera, but like I said, I've not done this in a while, so give me some leeway. The next thing, his arms. Articulation is, I mean, his arms are on this double joint for transformation. This sort of swings both ways. And but that's as far. You can only get up to, what would that be? It's not 90 degrees, it's like, I can. It's not even a 45-degree bend, it's like 35, so there's very little articulation in the elbows. Is there wrist swivels? Oh, fucker. Nope, no wrist swivels either. So there we go. There's no bicep swivel due to transformation as well. So he's got a hindered elbow, and you can kind of turn at the elbow, and then you can move the shoulder up and down. But there's, again, it just looks janky as fuck. There you go. There's my first F-bomb, I think. Leave a comment if I've sworn before now in the video. Then he has got a waist swivel, which isn't good. But here's the crux of my anger and disappointment at this figure. The legs. Move his arms at the road. Right, look at the legs. Look at the gap between, I mean, first of all, his crotch comes past these sort of, what do you call them, these bits? his hips. There we go. His crotch comes past his hips way too far. I mean, he looks like he's got a dingle. Look, he's got a dingle there. He's got a bloody dingle there. And then his legs are really far away from the... I mean, it's obviously accommodate... Sorry, I should have put something behind this so you could see it. Look, the legs are really far away from the bloody... The dingle bit. Like, giving him this really weird, like, stance. Like his hips are really far away from his legs or whatever. Or his body. It's bizarre. And it gives him this kind of... I don't know, it looks like he's on stilts or... It's just weird, and it's so jarring. Even when I sit on the shelf, it stands out a mile. That these legs are on these tiny little pegs, and that's it. They're held on his body just by the tiny little pegs. Then there's the hollowness, just nothing on the back. That's something you expect for a Cybertron fucking commander or something. You know, one of those sort of what's the new show? The one where Optimus has a really long face. Earthrise, is that it? No, that's that one. Earthspark. I don't know, I don't watch it, but it's these, you know, toys aimed for like kids, the ones that they don't put super engineering into because they think, well, it's just going to be for kids, just make it acceptable and that's it. It's just got hollow legs, absolutely hollow legs, and it's bizarre. Articulation's crap. He's got a really bow-legged stance, like he's got rickets, and it just all the pictures I've seen of this figure looked amazing, and then I've got him in hand and I'm so disappointed. It's gotten, and like I said, paid a tenner, so I'm not that bothered. I mean, it's worth a tenner, but he's very much going to be a guy making up the numbers at the back of an Autobot shelf. Now here's where it redeems itself. Alt mode. Alt mode is awesome. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that awesome alt mode. Why is my camera going all jerky? I don't know. I don't care. Yeah, alt mode redeems itself quite a bit. There's barely any hidden robot. You know, it's not obvious where everything goes. It's got the lovely Autobot symbol at the front. Yeah, lovely blue rims on the wheels. And now, I'll tell you what the main attraction for this figure is for me. This dude. Now, my camera's really crap, so I'm using the front camera. Will it even focus? No, it won't focus. Oh well. Peacemaker. He's Target Master. Just your bog standard. They're very much a G1-esque thing. I mean, its articulation is none. But you fold his body in half, pull his wanker out, and he's a gun. So you can hold him as a gun, or you can attach him to these little pegs here and here. If I could do it. There we go. And that looks awesome. That looks really good there. Jobby, jobby, jobby. So there we go. I wanted to make a wee... Do you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to do a shirt on this and go... Like Peacemaker in under 30 seconds. Here we go. Like that other Scottish dude does, whose videos are very much like. But I thought there's too much I want to say. And I just fancied making a video. I've not done it in ages, and the house is quiet because kids are away at the pool. They're away swimming with the wife. And I thought, oh, why no? Why not make a video? So there we go. I do not recommend this toy. I think you'd be very disappointed. If you pick them up on the sale for a tenner, that might sort of placate you enough to be like, ah, well, £10, what does it matter? Like it has me. But just standard... For me, I can forgive a lot of flaws on a bot. If I can pose and take a photo and him look really good, I don't think I can do it with this, especially in robot mode. So, yeah, there you go. Retro Prime says, meh. And then he says, oosh.